Hi, I hope you're alright. I hope you're doing fine. So today I thought we can do some analysis together again. Please watch me as I go through my analysis. I show you the process I go through whenever I want to analyze any chart before I want to take any trades on the market. Okay? This is very important for you to be able to sit down, look at the chart and see for any trading look for any trading opportunity that you can find in the market. Okay? So today I'm going to be looking at the NAS100. I'll be going through the process I take whenever I want to take a trade. Whenever I want to place any trade, I try to go through certain steps. All right. I did this kind of the same thing last week, and I want to do this again. All right. So let's go. Let's look at NAS100. All right. So the first thing, as soon as I open my chart, first thing I do is I try to find the overall direction of the market. Okay, I want to see where this market is going long term, and for you to do that, for me to do that, I look at the higher time frame as my reference point. I look at the higher time frame. What is a higher time frame telling me? Okay, what is happening on the higher time frame? You're able to find the trade on the higher time frame, and it gives you more confidence that you're going to find trade on on lower time frame, of course. So structures on the higher time frame, they will hold more significance than the ones on the lower time frame. So it's better for you to start with the higher time frame. You do what's called a top-down analysis or multiple time frame analysis. All right. So let's get going. So I'm looking at the Nasdaq 100 right now on the daily chart. So from a daily chart, it's very visible right now that this market is on the high end, it's on the uptrend, right? It's very visible. It's very easy for you to notice. So I've already zoomed out my chart. As you can see, you can barely see the structure of the candlesticks, right? So let's try to zoom in a little bit. We see what is happening. Okay, what can we see here? We can see that the market is making higher highs and higher lows. All right. So from here, I can draw some structures that I can see. Okay. So I'm able to see. I've put this support here. Let me just draw that out. It's very important for you to draw structures that you're able to see on a higher time frame, so that you see if they're able to provide you value when you go to the lower time frame. Okay, so you can always start from the lower time frame. And remember, whenever you want to draw your support and resistance, always look at uh, look at something that at least has a few number of touches that provides you with a little bit of more confidence. The more number of touches it has, the more significant that area is. So let's get this and place it there. Okay, so I've got one touch, two touch. There's a fake breakout there, and there's another one here. So I can try to move it a little bit on the top, maybe just there. Okay, that's not bad there. Though I wanted to have this touch as well here, but it's okay. So I have this touch here. I have that touch there. So sorry to see if you can move it just a little bit there. Yes, like that. Remember, it's not a specific price point, but it's rather an area. Okay, so if we were to draw this as an area, I'll just copy this and move it like that. So this becomes my major support right there. So that's my major support. See, I'm able to cover those areas there. So this area is my major support, right? So like that. I've identified my support. Which other area can I look at as my area of value or area of importance? So you're able to see this, I'm sure. Look here. Remember, this is a daily chart, so the areas might look a little bit small, but they're actually very big when you go to the lower time frame, right? So I think this area is significant. You can see a little bit of hesitance as the market was approaching this area. That tells you something, okay? So All right. So again, what are that area? Of course, this area is significant here. So again, you draw an area there, just somewhere down there. Yeah, somewhere down here. Put just there. Okay, put an area there. Where else can you see an area? You can see an area here, right? So let's do this. There's an area here, just there. Then just extend it. It's very important for you to extend these areas so that next time the market comes there, you know what to do, right? Okay, these are areas. I guess we can put them. We had almost like 3 touches there, so it counts, right? It counts. So you don't want to cloud your charts. Make sure you only draw the most important charts. Okay, the most important levels. Sorry, not charts. Draw the utmost important areas on your charts so that you avoid being caught on the wrong side of the train, because these are very important areas, and you draw them wrongly, they cost you. Okay, so you have to make sure you draw them the right way so that you can use these areas to set your stop loss, to set your take profit, to as areas of value, such areas that tell you the most likely turning point of the market. Okay, so how you draw them is really important. Okay, yeah. So from here, what else can I see here? What else can I draw? You can see that price has been going up with a little bit of pullbacks, but progressive, right? So can we draw a trend line here? Is it really important? Is it really possible for us to draw a trend line? Let's try to zoom in a little bit. Is it important? Is it possible for us to draw a trend line? Let's see. Let's see if we can draw a trend line here. Let's grab our trend line tool there. So remember, trend line, for you to do a trend line, you need at least two levels, right? So I have that upside trend line there. Guess it counts. Okay. So I have think about 3 touches there. Okay, I have 1, 2, and 3. So I have 1 here, 2 here, and 3 touch. And remember one rule about trend lines, right? You have second two touches, and the third touch you trade that you touch. Once the market touches the third line, you consider buying or selling depending on what type of market you're trading. Okay, and also look for rejection candles as the market is coming towards that area. That's how it is. Okay, so we have 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch. So if you took this trade right now from here at this touch, you'd have made yourself how many pips? Let's get our measuring tool. We see how many pips you'd have got just from there. So from here, right, from the touch, that's about 7 bars. But let me use a different tool. Let me use a different tool. I think this is a wrong tool. I'm using a wrong tool for the right job. Okay, let me get the right tool. The right tool is this one here, price range. Okay, so from here where I had my my resistance, my all right, I think we're getting all wrong here. Okay, let me just delete this. Let me delete this. Sorry about that, forgive me. Let me delete this. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened there. It deleted my trend line. Okay, so this was my initial trend line, right? Remember? Hope you're following. I hope you're not getting bored. Okay, so that was my initial trend line, right? Let's zoom in a little bit. That was my initial trend line, right? Yes. Okay, and you wanted to say that what if you took this trade on this trend line, on the touch of this trend line, how many pips would you have caught from from where price is right now? So if you get this one price range, so if I type from here where we had the touch somewhere here to there where price is right now, how many pips is that? Oh, that's actually 1,200 pips. 1,214 pips. You'd have caught 214 pips if you're just following this simple strategy, right? So this is a very good, it's a very simple strategy but very effective. Okay, so I encourage you to learn this strategy. It will help you a lot. Okay, especially for us new traders out there, some of us who are just starting out in forex trading. It's very important for you. Don't try to use complicated things. Okay, try just to use this small, master this small concept, but perfect them. Know when to take them. Okay, you find that they're very profitable. Okay, so we've drawn our trend line there. I've actually realized that we can actually draw another trend line on the upside, and actually this is an ascending. It's an ascending channel. Okay, so look at this. Look at this. So this is how price is moving, touching that top there like this. So let's get this like that. Okay, you're supposed to be here, something like this. This is the ascending channel. Okay, so price keeps bouncing from here. It's bouncing off these two walls. Okay, it's more like a diagonal or ascending support and resistance, if there's such a thing. Okay, so just put it nicely like this. Great. So see what is happening here. Price came down here and kept going up. It tried to come here and made a beautiful double bottom and went up. It's been going up again. It made one like a double bottom and it keep going up. So this is a market which is very progressive. So if you're buying in this market, you make more money than selling, because the impulsive moves are more than the corrective moves. All right. So you know that they say a trend is your friend. Try to find buying opportunities in an uptrend and selling opportunities in a downtrend, and then trade support and resistance when the market is in. You get it, when the market is in a consolidation. Okay, so we move on. We've talked too much. So from here, this is what I can try to do in my 4 hour time, in my daily time frame. Then I move to my 4 hour time frame to see what is happening there, to see if what to do on daily is still valid. Okay, so let's see what's happening here. So when you go to the lower time frame, what you do there, you have to keep readjusting so that you get everything to the point. Okay. The other strategies that you can use to improve this, you can actually use, and you can try to change the type of the chart you're using. For actually for most importantly, when you're using when you want to draw support and resistance. Okay, so if for example this is a candlestick chart, this is a candlestick style of chart I'm using, but you can also change it to, line. Okay, you can come here. This one, it will show you exactly where price doesn't take into consideration the wicks and everything. It just shows you where price reached. Okay, so from here you can see you can do some adjustment. You can move this somewhere there because you have this touch, and that touch there. This one you can move it a little bit up, just a little bit up, somewhere there. Yeah, it's okay there. So you can be changing, all right, just for you to make sure that you are getting the most number of touches, and also making sure that you are getting those precise levels, right? So yeah, so even this one I can move it a little bit up, somewhere there. So there's something very interesting happening on Nasdaq. If you're looking at it right now, I hope you're seeing something. Okay. So on the 4-hour time frame, we're basically seeing the same thing. Let me just transition back to my usual. I love chart pattern with the candlesticks. All right. So I don't know about you, but I love this one. Okay. So I look at this. You see what is happening here. You can see that price just broke the previous high. That tells you something, right? So price just broke this previous high. That tells me something. It's time to buy. Okay. So we look for buying opportunity. Of course, don't just buy right now. I mean, you're going to look for buying opportunities at the break of this. And you've seen that price actually broke this high and came retested it, broke a little bit lower than the previous high, and it's trying to go up. And it tried to come down a little bit again, but it was rejected. Okay, so we're going to the lower time frame to see what is happening really on the ground. So let's try to move to the 3-hour time frame. Remember, we're seeing basically the same thing that what we're seeing on the daily chart. So meaning these areas that we've drawn in, these are very significant areas. Okay, so let's try to go to the lower time frame and see what is happening there. So I like to analyze my charts from the daily to the lower time frame. Okay, so sometimes I take my trade on the 15 hour, on the 50 minutes, sometimes on the 30 minutes, sometimes on an hour, depending on what chart patterns I find. Okay, so you don't have to trade these chart patterns in isolation. So you always want compliments. You want the market to give you more confirmations before taking any trade. Okay, so that's what you do. You try and wait for price to give you a direction. Wait for price to give you more confidence that it's going to go that particular direction. Okay, so here you can see that price is actually still showing us the same exact thing we're seeing on the higher time frame. Okay, so we see that there was actually a break and retest of this, and price seems like it's trying, it wants to go, it wants to continue going up. Okay, and I'm sure most retail traders are trying to short this market because they think it's going too high. That's the one mistake that as retail traders make. They try to short the market which is going up. Okay. Yes, it's good to do counter trading, but most of the time you find yourself on the wrong side of the trend because of trying to fake the move, as they say. Okay. Don't fake the move. Try to find opportunities in the trend. Try to catch the trend. Trying to find what the market is doing and trade with the trend. The trend is your friend. Okay, so let's go. So we see here price broke this with a massive candle, bullish candle, and price kind of came back, rejected, and right now it's kind of going up again. Okay, so do you think that price is going to continue going up, or you think it's going to reverse and form a double top? What do you think? Comment down in the comment section what you think. If you're watching this market right now, comment it down in the comment box there. Tell me what you think. You think the market is going to continue going up or to drop? Okay. So price it seems to be going up, but there was a little bit of a rejection up there. It was kind of rejected, and here again there was rejection on the downside. So this one will act as a resistance now. I mean support because it was previous resistance. Okay, here it was acting as resistance, and now been broken, and price will try to respect this. Hope that happens. Okay, because the broken support turns into resistance, and broken resistance usually turns into support. That happens most of the times. Okay, so the market doesn't just do things randomly. The market repeats itself. Okay, it has that behavior of repeating itself. So therefore, there's a high chance that price will respect this and continue to go up. Most likely to come down, might just just reach there and continue to go up, or we might come down and retest this again and continue to go up, or you can come back and break this and continue to go down. Who knows? All right. So the thing is not to predict the market, to predict the direction of the market, but rather to react to what the market does. That way, you won't be wrong most of the times. But if you're trying to say that this market is going to go that particular direction, most of the time you're going to be wrong. So it's best we wait for the market to give us a direction. Okay. So let's go to the 1 hour. We see what the market is doing. Okay, the market, see what is happening. There was a retest. The market came down, and right now it seems like it's going to go up. It's going to continue to go up. Price came down here, went up, made a lower low, made a lower high, made a lower low, and we see some bullish pressure there. I hope it continues to go in that direction. Okay, so what do you think is going to happen? Do you think the market is going to continue going up, or it will drop? Of course, I'm seeing some resistance there of those rejection candles which is happening there. Do you think the market is going to continue going up or to drop? Please put it in the comment section. Tell me what you think. Okay? Tell me what you think. Let's see. Let's try to zoom in again. Let's see what is happening here. Let's see what is happening. I'm seeing some. There was a little bit. There was some bearish pressure there. Price dropped drastically from here to here, and we're right now seeing some bullish pressure coming in. Okay, so how would I trade this if it was me? How was I going to trade this? If I'm going to take a trade right now. Okay, right now, since this was the previous resistance, now it's been turned into support. So my interest is to see this area being broken. I want to see price breaking this level of resistance. There's now 10 resistance. I want to see price breaking that. Otherwise, I don't have any trade to take here unless that happens. And if it doesn't happen, well and good. I'm not taking any trade. Okay. So my interest. I remember looking at this on the right now we're on the 30 minutes time frame. So what I'd love to see is that the price should break this. Price break this for me to go up. Okay. So I'm also let me do this. Remember, this is the 30 minutes chart. Okay. So are you seeing something interesting here? I would say yes. Look at this. So if we get this and we draw something like this, anything ringing a bell here? Does it ring a bell? Does it ring a bell? Let's try to increase the lines. Let's see. Bam! What are you able to see? Personally, this is a bullish flag for me. This is a bullish flag. Okay? And how do we trade the bullish flag? Of course, we wait for the break of this upper resistance. And right now, price can still play around in this, but my main interest, if I'm going to take this trade, is I want to see price breaking this, and I can buy. If price breaks this, I'm definitely buying and putting my stop just within this area here, and my take profit open. Remember, this is the market which is going up, and if I'm going to put my take profit, and right now I don't have a proper area to put my stop loss, my take profit. Sorry. So therefore, to be unwise of me to put the take profit. Okay. So the market is in uptrend, and my main interest is to be able to ride the market as much as possible. I want to go with the market so that I'm able to catch much more gains, okay? And like trying to limit myself. So if I'm going to take this buy trade, I want to see price breaking this barrier here. If it breaks this barrier, most likely we can see price breaking this and coming to retest this and then going up. I would love to see that happening if I'm going to take any buying trade. Okay, that's what I would love to see if I'm going to take any trades here going up. So I'd love to see something like this, and this. Okay, I want to see price to do this. I want to see price doing this. Then that will be confirmation for me to go long. Otherwise, I'm just going to let it be like that. So I want to see price breaking this, retesting it, or going up, or just breaking strongly. Then I can buy. Then when I buy, I'll put my stop loss somewhere down these lows. Okay, so if price breaks that area there, then I can put my stop loss somewhere here. I can put my stop loss somewhere here. So let me just change this to red. Where is red? Let's just change this to this. So my stop loss can be here. Okay, so let me even put my stop loss here. So my stop loss can be here. Stop loss. Okay, and then red, like that. So my stop loss here. And how much is my stop loss? So somewhere there. At this, see why I'm targeting this because the price is also I'm going to have difficulties breaking this. And how many pips is this? Let's check. So usually I like my stop losses between 20 to 30 or to 45. So I'm 20 to 40. Okay. So from here to where price is currently at, see, 40 pips. 40 pips exactly. Just my perfect stop loss. Okay. That's how I like my stop loss to be, at least that. I'd love my stop loss to be at least somewhere between 20 to 40, something like that. Okay, so that area is 20 stop loss. 40 stop loss. 40 pip stop loss. So I would want price first to break this, and then I can buy and put my stop loss here. And most likely, once price breaks through this, there's a high chance that it might continue to go up. Okay, there's a high chance that price will continue to go up, and that's what I would want to do. Okay, so this is my trade idea for Nasdaq. I believe it's going to continue to go up because price just broke out of a major area. Which major area was that? Remember, we saw a bearish a resistance somewhere here on the left, where price kind of, once price reached there, it kind of bounced back. Remember this area here. Price was making higher highs and higher lows. Price, upon reaching this area, price dropped like crazy, and tried going up again, making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows into this resistance. People were expecting the market to drop upon reaching this area, so there are a lot of sellers here, and apparently people are still trying to sell this, but I'm not sure if it's going to come down. Okay, so my trade idea here is for price, as price has already broken this area here, and I want it to continue going up. I would love, sorry, I would love for it to continue to go up. Okay, if I'm going to take a buying trade, buy setups. Okay, so I want price to continue going up, break that bullish flag I've seen, and to continue to go up. So stop loss will be 40 pips below the higher that flag. Okay, where is here 40 pips below the trend above above on the flag. Okay, that top of the flag. I want price to break that and continue to go up before if I want to take any trades going long. All right, so that's my trade setup for Nasdaq right now. This was most likely this will happen next week. Right now it's Friday and the market will be closed in stone. So that's my trade idea for Nasdaq. Okay, so tell me what you think in the comment section. What do you think? Do you think price is going to go up or it's going to go down? Okay, so it's very important for you to add some fundamentals as well, and in your trading style. Okay, it's very important also to compare technical and your fundamentals, that they are both aligning with each other. Like that, you increase the probability of the trades. Okay. Otherwise, if you're able to listen to me during this 30 minutes uh, chat, 30 minutes video, I really appreciate, and I hope you've got something from this. Okay, and I hope we can continue to interact. Please, if you've not liked, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate, so that we can continue growing the channel together. So if there's something that you want me to talk about, please, you can always leave it in the comment section, and I will surely look at that. Okay. Otherwise, for me, it's bye bye. God bless you, and please, let's keep studying, let's keep learning, let's become better traders. All right. Thank you. I'm out.